Alright, today I'm reacting to the Flying Club Cup by Beirut here, I think is how you say it. Don't know anything about this band. I've never even heard of this band. I'm assuming it's a band. But this was a Patreon request here, and it was also requested by my sister. So shout out to my sister. She's been in one of my videos, I think, in the past. I think it was the Call Me If You Get Lost video. So the Uncut Reaction is going to be on Patreon. It's $4 a month. Go click the link in the description down below to go join that. You get access to Uncut Reactions. You get them early. And you also get special first priority on your album requests. So if you want your request done quickly, go join that by clicking the link in the description down below. And we're going to get into this. The Flying Club Cup, Beirut. Let's get it. Okay, before we get into this reaction, I want to give a quick disclaimer. I talk a lot about the mixing in this album. I don't think the mixing is actually... Spoiler alert, I didn't love this album that much. But like I said, I talk about the mixing a lot in this album, and now that I've listened to it twice now, actually pretty much 3 times, because I listened to it during the edit and I listened to it again after, I don't think the mixing is the main problem with this album, for me at least. I mean, the mixing is certainly bad at some points, but for me it just comes down to the vocals. I was listening through this again for the 3rd time, and it's just the vocals. They're so overbearing for the entire album. I just can't with his swelling kind of, oh. I mean, it's very theatrical. I've listened to theatrical vocals before, and I've liked some singers that have very theatrical vocals, but this guy, man, his vocals are just a lot to take in, and it gives me, it's very nauseating, the kind of swelling and the vibrato in his vocal. It's hard to listen to for nearly 40 minutes, and I think that's the main problem I have with this. Again, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard, but you'll see more throughout the reaction, some of the problems I have. So there you go, just a quick, I guess that was actually a pretty long disclaimer, but yeah, let's get into the video. First track is A Call to Arms. It's 18 seconds here. Conch shells. Okay, I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot of instruments in this album, which I don't know. I'm not even gonna rate that. We're gonna keep going. What is with me today, man? Why am I so disorganized today, bro? Freaking starting the reaction on the freaking middle of the screen. What are you doing? Freaking YouTube amateur over here.
Well, it's been a long time, long time now. A year or so.
Interesting vocal. Kind of marching drums. It's really pretty so far. Okay. Love that bass. Cool doubled vocals there. That was pretty good. Okay. Yeah, that was good. I don't, like, nothing really, like, blew me away on that track. Overall, it was just a pretty instrumental, I guess. Took me a little bit to get into his vocals because he's got kind of why can't I speak? He's got an unorthodox kind of vibrato. I love the little brass section in there that came in during the chorus. It was kind of a fun, playful little melody to it as well. And I was reading before I jumped into this that these tracks are named after cities in France, is that right? Lyrically, talking about what he'll do for love, I guess. I like the acoustic bass we got going on. Got a kind of old-timey feel to this one. Why am I getting AJR vibes? No, I'm getting AJR vibes because this sounds like something they sampled, I think, in a song. Does he have an accent? Hold on. Why am I hearing like a Scottish or Irish accent? New Mexico. Oh. Ah! Why? Oh, my laptop is so cancerous, man. What is wrong with this? Okay, I think we're good. I like that more than the first one. Oh, great. great. This video is a complete mess to start off. I definitely like that more than the first one. I don't know why I was picking up on like a Scottish accent or Irish accent or something, because he says he's from New Mexico. So maybe this is freaking Walter White from I don't know what I was gonna say. Yeah, that was pretty good. Again, this isn't really, I'm not really connecting with it so far. It's just sweet, but it's not really like hitting me in any certain way. There's nothing about it that's outright bad. It's just like, I don't know, it's just like okay so far. I'm gonna try and, I've been kind of distracted. I feel like I'm gonna try and really focus in on this one. I gotta be honest, it's his voice. I just can't really get into it. Why am I having such a hard time getting into this? Like, I'm confusing myself. This is so weird. Nice strings. This is like the first, I'm gonna give it a mid. This is so strange. I'm confusing myself. I feel like this is the first time in a reaction where I don't really understand why I can't really, like, why I don't like it. But it's not even that I don't like it. It's not grabbing me, you know? I'm confused, man. I'm very confused. I think with that one, it was the lack of, I don't know, kind of I guess it's just the structure of these songs. I think the structure could just be a little bit more satisfying by holding things off for a second, putting more, I don't know, it's so weird. Again, I'm confusing myself because I feel like this is something I should like, but it's just not hitting for me. I think most of it comes from his voice. I'm not a huge fan of the vibrato, but I've got, like, Spelling has a very theatrical, I mean, I've listened to tons of artists with weird kind of, even this guy's voice isn't even like the most theatrical or weird voice I've heard, but this is so weird, man. I'm confusing myself. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stress too much right now. Maybe I gotta turn it up. I'm genuinely confused. I think I figured it out. Yeah, I think I figured it out. Why I'm not connecting with this right now. I mean, that track was okay again, but it just didn't do much. Okay, I figured it out. I figured it out with that track. Again, that was alright, but I just didn't really connect with it. Again, I think it's just the melodies that they're going for. There's something really old-timey and almost kind of like Baroque era. I might be completely off on this. This video is going to get tons of hate, I can already tell. There's something kind of goofy about the melodies. I just have to say, there's something, and maybe I'm just not used to this kind of sound, but there's no, like, emotional connection for me with the actual musical stuff going on. Music for me is, like, a really emotional thing, so if I don't have, like, an emotional connection really with it, it's hard to get into it. And none of these melodies that they're going for, they're not really making me feel anything. This video's gonna get so much freaking hate, but this is just, I gotta be honest, and this is how I'm feeling right now. So, I mean, there's still what? There's still like 8 tracks left, so we'll see. I mean, I respect the uniqueness.
A plague in the workhouse, a plague on the poor. Now I'll beat on my drum till I'm dead. What melody will lead my lover from his bed? Won't leave a stitching behind. But what melody?
It's another one, another goofy one. And it's his voice, man. I can't get into it. And holy man, the mixing on this track is bad. Why? What is that? The mixing is awful. Shaker is way too loud. So grating. Why is it so loud? What happened with the mixing on that track?
That shit stank.
That was awful. That was the worst track yet. Easily. Again, with the old-timey kind of feel to it, that's hard for me to get into, but I couldn't even, like, the other tracks I could kind of just excuse that as it's just not really my type of music, but that one was just outright bad because the mixing was awful. The mixing was really grating, shakers were way too loud, everything felt like it was being played at, like, the loudest volume possible. Oh man, this is, I don't know what's happening. This is weird. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't like his vibrato. I'm sorry, I can't get into this. I can't. This is like,
this shit stank, don't it?
Bad to me. This is really bad to me. Hold on, I gotta find a picture that perfectly describes how this is making me feel. This is what I imagine when I'm listening to this music. I mean, in the 1500s, sure, this would slap. But in 2022, it's not for me. It's not for me. This can be my most disliked video of all time, and I'm ready for that. Okay, that's cool. I like that.
Uptown the streets in a calming way.
No, this is not good. They just ruined it. The drums are awful. This one's grown on me, actually.
And then a hospital bed where I turn my life over and over again.
The drums are so bad. They just come in and completely ruin the vibe. Why are they so reverby and loud and obnoxious? This part's nice. I like the really plucky nature to this part. Again, that track had good moments and parts to it, but it was completely ruined by the super obnoxious drums. Way too much reverb on the drums, way too loud, just grating on the ears, completely ruins the vibe. Just an aesthetic nightmare. This is bad. This is not good. I like this piano part. But again, the drums. Bro, take the percussion away for 1 second. There's so much beauty going on underneath it, but it's just blaring in my ears, man. There's a cool bass line. This is good. I actually like this. Good. That was good. That was really good. There were so many parts I liked, but then the percussion was just still so freaking loud. Why is it so loud? Why is the tambourine and the shaker and everything just freaking blasted as loud as it can be? Oh man, if they just fixed that, I feel like I would enjoy that so much more. I mean, that's still one of my favorites probably, because I feel like it's saying a lot that my favorite part of it was when the guy wasn't singing. Definitely the instrumental kind of outro there was the highlight of that track for me. The strings were nice, the bass line was nice, everything instrumentally was nice except for the percussion. He kind of reminds me of Jacob Collier, however you say it, his singing, and I don't like that guy's singing either, so kind of makes sense why I don't like his voice. This is good right now though because there's no obnoxious percussion that's ruining it. Please don't ruin it. Please don't ruin it. These vocals are not. Hey, that was actually another good track, I think. Yeah, that was good. That that just shows that I feel like this album is at its best when it's at its most simple. You know, there wasn't a ton of stuff going on. It was a piano for most of it, and then those horns kind of come in at the end there with some percussion as well. The worst part again was his voice. Like, I'm trying to figure out why I don't like it. I think it's just some of the vowels and how he stretches them, and it comes off a little bit obnoxious and annoying. And then it also feels like, I kind of felt like during that song, feels like there's not much dynamics to his voice. Like, I mean, there is there, but then there's moments. I think it's just the swelling nature of his voice that gets a little bit overwhelming after a while. Like, I can handle it in small doses. Yeah, I think again, though, that was one of the best songs because it focused on simplicity and subtleness. Subtleness, I don't know, more than just assaulting my ears with the loudest freaking drums you've ever heard. Again, I feel like this is a moment where they should be quieting down a little bit, playing with dynamics a little bit more. Everything is just so freaking loud. Everything is so loud. You can't, like, play with emotion or movement or feeling when you have everything just playing at the loudest volume possible at all times. This verse they should be quieting down a bit, I feel like. I don't know, it feels like it lacks dynamics. This part's nice. I like this part. But it's, again, when he's not singing. Mixing could be better, again. Okay, so I still do have the same problems I've had for a lot of these songs with that one. But I thought it was pretty decent, I guess. I mean, it's getting the mid, but I thought the melody was nice. It was a nice, sweet, singable, memorable melody. It was a nice piano part. It was a nice composition in general, and melody and chords and stuff like that. But again, the mixing problems, the lack of dynamics, it's just, I don't feel like they're fully reaching their potential here. I think they have great ideas, and obviously they're talented musicians. I think they're just lacking the emotional part, you know? For me, at least.
All these things that I move without.
This is good. Still some mixing problems, though. Everything's too loud. I'm gonna give that the good. There's still some blatant, like, mixing problems, I feel like for that instrumental section. Like, it's nice at first, but then it becomes really grating because everything is just so loud, like I've said throughout this video. But again, the best part was the part without the vocals. I sound like such a hater throughout this video, I'm realizing, but it's just honestly what I'm feeling right now. I get just good ideas in general. It's just the execution is not really there.
I built my house of reeds.
I can already tell this is growing on me. Again, good ideas, executed really poorly. Really bad mixing on that track. Everything just feels like it's mushing together. Everything's so loud. Like, I feel like I should like this, but I just don't. I feel like it's growing on me a little bit. So who knows? If I listen to this again, maybe it'll click with me and I'll really enjoy it. But for right now, I don't. It's just not really my. It's not really my vibe. It's not really my style. And I try not to say that because I try and give every like genre of music like a good chance. I think this could be my style if it was just done a little bit better. And there was just less mixing problems, just more dynamics and better song structures, I feel like. So yeah, there you go. Those are my thoughts. I'm realizing now I didn't really touch on the lyrics much in this video because there was just so many issues with it sonically that I couldn't really focus on the lyrics in this one. But the lyrics seem fine from what I can tell. Like, there's nothing that outright stands out as like super bad, but again, it's just the sound that was grabbing my attention and not for a good reason. Let's see what rating this has on album of the year. Let's see if people like this or not. Looks like people do like it. Critic score 76. I mean, they don't love it. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Maybe I'll check out more of these guys, but for right now, didn't really enjoy this that much, if I'm being honest. That's gonna do it for this video. Beirut, the Flying Club Cup. Not great. Not great. All right, peace out.